Basketball on River Country KCJC is brought to you in part by Heinzman and Son Tire Company, Gene Simple Treats, Alathus Realty, Ritter Communications, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Arkansas Tech University, Chambers Bank, Jerome Associates, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, Centennial Bank, R&R Express, Arkansas Valley Farmers Association, by River Valley
Sound check,
Tractor,
sound check.
Chicken Mart, Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, River Valley Tinting and Glass, E&F Roofing, Phil Wright Autoplex, Feltner's Athletes Corner, Centennial Bank, Honda of Russellville, First State Bank, and by Miller Roofing Company, Russellville Cyclone Basketball on River Country KCJC.
I'd like to welcome everyone out to Cyclone Basketball. Senior girls are actually playing up at Joplin, Missouri. We got the senior boys about to start here in about 10-15 minutes as they take on the host team here, the Arvest Hoop Fest Classic at Rogers. They take on Rogers Mounties. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mickey Duval here to bring you all the action tonight here on EAB Sports Network. Well, the Cyclones lost a tough one last night as they took on Parkview, Missouri, a team they had beaten last year by 9 points. They lost last night 45-42. Russellville led early in the first quarter. Once they gave up the lead, they never led again. They trailed by as many as 13 points, made a furious comeback, got to within one in the final minute of the game, only to lose that game 45-42. The Cyclones fall to 8-2 on the season, just their second loss of the year. And Parkview, it was just their fourth game of the season. They are now 3-1. For the Rogers Mounties, they drew an easy game first, at least easy for them. Once the second quarter started, they ran away with it after a tough first quarter against Greenwood. Ended up winning the ball game 49-22. So they're coming in to this blue division of the Hoop Fest Classic at 1-0, Russellville 0-1. This is not a tournament style. This is a classic style, so you play everybody round robin, and whoever's got the best record ends up winning the trophy. The Cyclones have won it 3 of the last 4 years, the last 2 years here. They're hoping to maybe sweep the next 2 and maybe get a little help when Rogers plays Parkview tomorrow. Or I guess Parkview, get a little help from Rogers. Maybe they could pull off a victory. Parkview will play Greenwood after our game tonight. Would love to see Greenwood pull the upset there, especially if we win this game. We'll talk to you all about that when we come back. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
For the kids, Ralph's dog food, and the bowl. I still feel like we're forgetting something.
Did you check with Heinzman and Son to make sure our tires are okay to travel across the state?
No. I'll head over right away so we can get on the road fast.
If your tires just aren't feeling the holiday cheer, let Heinzman & Son help with new tires, tire rotation, vehicle maintenance, and fast, friendly service. Visit Heinzman & Son, located on East Main in Russellville, today.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Preddy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you've put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
High school students, join us for the ATU Focus Days, an immersive preview experience of the Arkansas Tech campus. Our Office of Admissions and Academic Colleges host a full day related to your area of interest. You'll get to eat on campus, sit in on classes, experience campus life, and attend an athletic event. Parents and guardians are welcome too, with sessions dedicated to their interests. On January 30th, our College of STEM will be hosting the ATU Focus Day. If you're interested in science, technology, engineering, or math, you can learn more and register at atu.edu/focus days.
We're about 9.5 minutes away from the announcements, and probably, I assume they're going to do the national anthem and all that before the host team. At this Hoop Fest tournament, what they do is they host it every year up here at Rogers, but they alternate who hosts it. It's either Rogers High School like this year or Rogers Heritage High School like last year. But now they have 2 different divisions going on, so they bring in 3 teams for each division. So 4 teams in each division. Over in the Orange Division, which we won't see, Rogers Heritage played them last year in the Orange Division. They are hosting Nixa out of Missouri, Conway, and Harrison. In the Royal Blue Division, it's Russellville, Rogers, Greenwood, and Parkview out of Springfield, Missouri. Russellville seems to alternate, and they always seem to play whoever's home floor it is, that's who they play. But I talked to Coach Greg Chenault about it, and he said this is a great tournament because they get to see some people with their classification, maybe a little bit above. But also, he says they really take care of the kids here. Mentioned this a little bit last night, but he said, look, they take care of the meals here. They take care of the lodging. All the sponsors pay for everything. So he says, we just show up and play, and even our kids get a T-shirt out of the deal and free food and all that where the school doesn't have to worry about it. So he said we some come up here every year for this 3-game guarantee, 3-day tournament, and a 3-day classic here at Rogers. In the ball game last night, the Cyclones lost 45-42. They still had 2 players in double figures. Donovan Villarreal with 12 points. Caleb Smith came off the bench with 10. KJ Foster with 9. Malachi Siner with 6. Elias Zapian with 5. But it was tough going for Russellville. They were ice-cold shooting early on. Only had 7 points in the entire first quarter. Just 18 for the game. And you look at this team, they're averaging 57 per game. They caught fire a little bit, but just could not get over the top. As we said, they trailed by 13 points, trailed by double digits 3 different times in the second half. They got fire there, hitting some free throws, some 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. Got within 1, but that's as close as they would get. Russellville had the ball down 3, got fouled very smartly by Parkview, Missouri, with 4 seconds left. Russellville made the first free throw, tried to miss the second free throw, get the rebound, but the ball never touched the rim. And so after a free throw made by Parkview, Missouri, that was your 3-point deficit. Once Rogers took the lead in the second quarter against Greenwood, they never looked back. They are now 7-1 on this season, 6-1 coming into this tournament. And they are coached by David Farrell. If you've been around high school basketball in Arkansas, you've heard that name. This is his first year here at Rogers, but he's been coaching over 30 years in the state of Arkansas. He, with that victory, I guess the victory before the game against Greenwood, he has 730 career victories and was Conference of the Year 13 times. He's coached at West Fork, coached at University of Ozarks in Clarksville for 4 years. And currently, he's the president of the Arkansas Basketball Coaches Association. He was actually at the New School in Fayetteville. And if you're not familiar with that, that's actually the name of it, New School in Fayetteville, and was coaching basketball there. Wanted to get back to playing some more tougher competition, bigger schools, I should say, and so took this job at Rogers, hired his son to be an assistant coach, and they are off and running 7-1 on the season. He's actually a 2-time coach of the All-Star game. He's been coaching a long time. But having said that, he's down on the floor looking at him right now. Look over to my right, and there's a coaching legend about 20, 25 feet away from me, and that's Marty Barnes. He's living up here in Rogers, coached the Rogers Mounties, but of course had 2 different stints at Russellville High School and a stint at Arkansas Tech University. I did not ask him who he's pulling for because, I mean, look, he coached Rogers, he coached Russellville, but if we needed anything to tip the scales a little bit, realize that our head coach at Russellville, Greg Chenault, actually played for Coach Marty Barnes when he was the head coach of the Wonder Boys. But the rumor is, I don't think he's going to be pulling for anybody, the rumor is he was asked who he thought would win the game, and he thought he was going to give the nod to Russellville. It's a tight game, but he thinks Russellville may pull this one out. Thought they were just a little bit better. We hope he's a good picker, and Russellville can win this one, get back on the winning track. We're going to take a break, come back with more and the starting lineups. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Farmers Co-op, East Main, Russellville. Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, you guys have some great culvert deals. People looking to do some work on the farm or around their home, you can help.
You bet. We've got plastic culverts from 8 inches up to as big as you want to go, 20 feet, 24 feet. Got good prices on them. You have to check us out.
Remember the Co-op in Russellville, East Main, and don't forget their Danville location.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chicken Mart is having an end-of-the-year buy one, get one free closeout sale you can't miss at both their locations while supplies last. Over half the store will be filled with closeout price buy one, get one free items like breaded chicken tenders, breaded chicken nuggets, breaded chicken breast fillets, breaded popcorn chicken. All will be closeout sale price, so hurry in. Supplies are limited at both your local Chicken Mart locations, 106 Weir Road and 1808 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville.
KCJC Dardanelle Russellville. Good news! It's more of the country you love on River Country. Right here. On 102.3 KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
We appreciate everyone joining us in. We was a stream only last night. At one time we had over 100 people, 50 people watching, and a lot of people checking in with us. And tonight we're also on KCJC. Tomorrow we know that Russellville will play at 12:30. And we will have it right here on the stream, but also on our sister station, KARV. We'll be on there because we don't want to conflict with Arkansas Tech. It'll be 12:30 tip-off, second game of the day, so we'll be on time, and Russellville will take on Greenwood. Russellville lost to Greenwood last year, so maybe it's good we get the revenge game out of the way before conference because they're in our conference. And so Russellville will play Greenwood 3 times this year. That isn't that is something like you don't really want sometimes, but it's been done before. In fact, 2 years ago, Russellville caught Greenwood in the Clarksville tournament and beat them there and then swept them. Greenwood split with Russellville last year, so like I said, maybe it's good that we're going to catch up early. We can take care of all that bad blood. Restore the order there, and then get them in conference a couple of times. But, you know, if they would have put us in the Orange Division, we would have had Harrison. So, I mean, we were going to catch a conference opponent no matter what. But like I mentioned in the earlier segment, Coach Chenault loves coming here. We've been here with Coach Morgan, Coach Pennington. There's a reason why all the coaches like to come here is because the way they're treating the team. So we're happy to be here and bring this game to you tonight. All right, I'm making sure I get okay because I kind of knew this, but I wasn't for sure. Their head coach, David Farrell, his assistant is a son, Josh Farrell. He's actually married to Ashton Sikowski, Joe Sikowski's daughter. And so I saw Terrence Sikowski up here yesterday, and she was chasing around her grandkid, but they were sitting behind the Rogers bench. But I'm looking to see if they're going to be sitting where they're going to be sitting. You know, there's a lot of family connections in between these two, so we're going to forgive all that no matter who's pulling for whom. But we're going to be pulling for the Cyclones. That'll be all right. We have a good game in store. They have stopped play now, and yesterday they waited to do the national anthem before the Rogers game, not the Heritage game. We're going to wait and see if they're going to do that. If they are, we're going to take a break because we want to make sure that we honor America and all that. Russellville will be the visiting team. They're going to introduce them, so we're going to introduce the same. Russellville, we're on the radio too, so if you say, why are you saying we're wearing black, that's why I'm saying it. Russellville wearing their road black uniforms with red and white trim. They're going to start off with number 2, Donovan Villarreal, the 6'2 senior who was in double figures last night. Number 3, Malachi Siner, the 6'4 senior. Number 4, Elias Zapian, the senior, who got the start last night. This is his 3rd consecutive game starting, as 2 games ago, remember, against Bologna, he dropped 22 on the Eagles. Number 21, Caleb Campbell, 6'2 senior, who's fighting through a broken nose. He's going to have surgery, but he wanted to make sure he missed the minimum amount of games, so he's playing this weekend and then going to have surgery next week. He told me that was okay to say. So KJ Foster is the other starter for Russellville, number 23. Greg Chenault, the head coach in his second season here at Russellville, won 23 games last year, made it to the state tournament, lost a close one to Lake Hamilton. He's 8-2 on the season. For Rogers, they're going to start off number 3, Taylor Dye, number 21, Caleb Massey, number 0, Nate Jones, number 23, Dylan Lawton, and I'm missing one. So I'm going to try to search around and try to find. I was looking to see, okay, Braxton Lindsay, yeah, he's the one that actually led them in scoring last night. We got up here in time to watch them play Greenwood. David Farrell, the head coach at Rogers, mentioned he is his first year, 7-1 on this season, in his first season at Rogers. Rogers in white with blue trim. Russellville, like I said, in black with a little bit of red trim. We're ready to go. Russellville, like they do sometimes, they allow the other team to get the opening tip, usually with a jump trap, but they don't do it this time. They do pick them up just as they crossed half court. Rogers going inside immediately with a turnaround jumper is Braxton Lindsay, and they lead it 2-0. Caleb Campbell going to try one from long range. He knocks it down. That's where he picked up against Valonia at the V-Town Showdown in the third place game that Russellville won. The Mounties answer quickly with a 3 by Nate Jones. See if we get with a track meet going. And Caleb Campbell thought about pulling the trigger on that one, passed. You know, if you ever hesitate, you're best not to shoot it at all. We're trying to keep up with the girls' game also. They are playing Blue Valley West in the consolation bracket. They were up by 1 in the second quarter. They started at 6 o'clock. So we'll try to keep you up to date on that, but know that we may not get a final until we're at the half of this game. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Campbell attack baseline. Ball was knocked from his hands and scramble for the loose ball. Rogers has it with 1 second on the shot clock. So even if we would have gotten it, we would not have been able to get a shot off. So Russellville turning the basketball over, trailing here 5-3. Nate Jones, who hit that last 3, will drive, kick it in the corner. Three-pointer on the way is good by Taylor Dye. And Rogers with a 5-point lead. Kind of how we started last night with Parkview hitting everything in the early going, building up that lead. Russellville missing a 3 from the corner, out of bounds, last touch by the Mounties. Elias Zapian, the senior, giving chase there. This year was the first year he started seeing significant varsity action. We kind of knew that. If you watched any of his JV games last year, you knew he was going to contribute this year. And against Valonia in that overtime victory, 6 3-pointers for Zapian. Donnie V trying to hit the 3, misses there. Jones the rebound for Rogers. Passes on the 3 at the top of the key. 3-pointer, banks it in for Lindsay. I think you got to call that, otherwise it doesn't count. He counted it, 11-3. Russellville trailing early by 8. Russellville's been some slow starters in the last 3 games, even the games that pulled out and won. Missing a 3 is KJ Foster. There's Malachi Siner. Around 3 Rogers players getting an offensive rebound. Pull-up jumper is no good by Zapian. And Rogers has it. Russellville getting a bonus possession there on the offensive rebound, but could not make it count. Here on the right side is Caleb Massey with the goggles. They went inside, losing his footing was Lindsay, and he had to throw it away. Foster in the corner for Russellville. KJ Foster missing the 3. Zapian trying to keep it alive. No, it's picked up by Rogers. In transition, layup rolls off the iron. They had one there. Good job altering his shot a little bit, but Nate Jones couldn't get that one to fall. Right now, Russellville just 1 made 3. That was Caleb Campbell on the very first possession. The Cyclones going to turn it over. Taylor Dye on the interception, but it was really because of a trap on the baseline that caused the turnover. They'll miss the three by not getting the shooter's touch. It hit the rim, backboard, and rim once again. Russellville on the move, trailing here by 8. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Mentioned Caleb Campbell's nose. He's playing with a mask on. That happened in the game against Valonia on Saturday. So this will be game 3 with a mask, as he did that against Greenbrier. He drives and shot blocked from behind, out of bounds. Substitution coming in for Rogers, number 2, Chris Hill, who actually had 12 points coming off the bench against Greenwood last night. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Cyclones as they're going to inbound along the baseline. Zapian, his man fell down. He goes inside to Caleb anyway. Shot no good. Just like last night, we got a lid on the basket. We got to take that off. Pick there, might have got away with the travel there. Massey lost it anyway. KJ sees the double team for Russellville. Let's slow it up, get it over to Campbell. No look pass in the corner. Zapian, nothing but net for Elias as he hits the 3, his 11th made 3 of the season. That ends the drought for Russellville. It had been 9 straight there for Rogers until that 3-pointer. Cyclones trail by 5. They stepped out of bounds. They threw it along the baseline, and catching it in the corner was Chris Hill. In doing so, they put 1 foot behind him. A lot of time you don't realize how close you are to that sideline. Zapian will check out for the Cyclones. In for him will be number 12, Cade Smith, who's averaging 7 points a game. Had a big 3 in that comeback. Almost comeback for Russellville last night when they cut it to 1. And the trap going to provide a turnover. Layup no good. The follow is not going to happen. Malachi gets the rebound for the Cyclones. Russellville not protecting the basketball there. Almost giving up an easy layup. Here's Campbell, right side 3-pointer, short on that as it draws iron. With the rebound, Hill. He's wanting to push it up the floor. 3-on-2, 2-on-2, bounce pass. They miss another layup. Ball knocked away, still loose on the floor. Campbell, and it's going to be whistled for the travel. I don't like that call. I don't think he had possession until he hit the floor, and just because you're on the floor doesn't mean it's a travel. As long as your body stays stationary, that is not a travel. So the Cyclones, unfortunate there for them. They get the call going against them there. Rogers kind of hurt themselves too, but Russellville's been cold shooting. Rogers have missed some open layups. Zapian almost a steal as he knocked it in the backcourt. And I don't think Nate Jones realized that Elias was chasing it down the backcourt with him. Jones tries a little shake and bake, almost lost the handle on it, gets it over to Chris Hill on the left side, back to Jones, thought about the long 3. He'll drive to the basket, lost it, picked it up in the lane, missed the shot there. Rebound, Rogers has it, whistle, and the ball's going to be tied up there, and it'll belong to the Cyclones. Braxton Lindsay with 5 points checking back in, this time replacing Caleb Massey for Rogers. Welcome you if you're listening to us on River Country KCJC 102.3. If you're watching us on Cyclone Booth, all a part of the EAB Sports Network. Invite you to get the EAB app if you haven't already. Have the audio and the video right there. Inside, turnaround jumper is good by Caleb Campbell. Uncharacteristic, he did not score last night, but remember, he picked up 2 quick fouls in that first quarter and had to sit the bench for most of the night, being in foul trouble. And Caleb's going to get a steal here. Lobs it ahead, chasing it down in the front court is Villarreal. Layup is good, and he did a great job of throwing it high enough off the glass where it wasn't going to get blocked. Rogers wants to take a timeout. 2:07 left to play here in the first quarter. Russellville was down 8. They're down 1 right now. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Looking to expand without breaking the bank? Now's the best time to visit Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, the River Valley's oldest full-service portable buildings dealer, 8 years and counting. Thinking of getting a building or a carport? Well, give yourself the gift of added space with the benefit of end-of-the-year specials at Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings. That she shed, man cave, or shop you've always wanted is at Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, 4151 South Arkansas.
Russellville, a flurry of points here right before that timeout, or causing the timeout by Rogers. They wanted a 30-second timeout. Initially, the official had signaled for a 60, so Russellville had sat down and they had to pull him back up. So no, they just wanted a 30. So we're back to action. Russellville trailing 11-10. There's a drive, and now charge taken there by Malachi Siner. Banged his knee a little bit. He gets up hobbling on that right knee. That kneecap on kneecap, or something got his kneecap. That's the first foul called in the game, and it goes on Chris Hill. Taken nicely by Siner, and Russellville can take the lead. They haven't led since back it was 3-2. On a shot right from about there where Caleb was. He's got it and thought about it again. High post goes through the hands of Siner, and they tried to save it. They really weren't that close, but they do get the basketball. That was odd looking there. Driving, missing the layup, the follow, no good there by Massey, and chased down in the corner. No, it's going to go out of bounds. It'll belong to Rogers, and I can, be woe is me about our cold shooting, but if you're a Rogers fan, you're probably thinking, geez, can we hit a layup? I think they've missed 4 now. Backdoor cut, beautiful pass there. Shot by Zapian, though, is blocked. Siner got it on the pass, and in transition, we'll get a foul called on Donovan Villarreal. That'll be his first and the team's first. Russellville ran a very similar play like that against Vilonia to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Ended up winning that game in overtime, and that's when Caleb had broke his nose in the overtime period. Ball goes out of bounds. Bad pass there by Braxton Lindsay. These overtime periods are only 4 minutes long. When you get down 2 scores, you think it's pretty much over. That's what happened to Russellville. Within the first minute, they were down by 4. But a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer, they had taken the lead back. Ended up winning by 3. Cade Smith going to launch one from the left side. That one won't go. And Siner saves it right off a Rogers player. Cade Smith's got family here. His mom, his great aunt was here helping us unload our equipment and get in here. There's a drive by Villarreal. Missed the shot. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in with the left hand. And Russellville leads it 12-11 here in the final minute of the first quarter. Spin move, and the lead is short-lived there as Braxton Lindsay, little drop step. That's almost impossible to defend. He has 7, and Rogers back up by 1. Villarreal, there's an opening down the left side. Turn to dish it out, and trailing the double team, Taylor Dye gets the interception there. And shot clock is off here with 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Russellville trailing by a point. They'd like to go into the first quarter no worse than that. Here comes the double team. They throw it over the top. Ball tipped into the backcourt with 3 seconds left. Rogers, they're going to get one off. It's going to be a half-court shot. It is. It's an air ball, and we've come to the end of the first quarter with our score. Rogers 13, Russellville 12. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
If you own a business, you know how important your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Fellner's Athletes Corner, your high-performance athletic store for quality athletic footwear and apparel, features Nike, Under Armour, The North Face, Patagonia, Oakley, Saucony, New Balance, Brooks, Asics, Kabu, Keen, and many, many more. Fellner's invites you to make them your first stop. With more than 50 years combined experience, the familiar faces at Fellner's can help you with all your athletic needs. Fellner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main, Russellville, open 9:30 until 6 Monday through Saturday.
Welcome back. Want to update you with the 1:37 left in the third quarter. The Lady Cyclones are leading Blue Valley West in the consolation bracket at Joplin, Missouri. They're up by 11, 36-25. Here we're starting the second quarter. The Cyclones trailing the host team, the Rogers Mounties, by a point, 13-12. Rogers with the basketball to start the second quarter. We have 4 of the original starting 5 on the floor, minus K.J. Foster for Russellville. Cade Smith is in his spot. They miss a 3-pointer. Villarreal with the rebound, was double-teamed without a dribble, got the pass off to Zapian. A little bit of small collision there just past midcourt, results in a turnover. Back to Rogers. Reverse layup is good. Nice shot there by Taylor Dye. And he gives the Mounties a 3-point lead. Zapian trying to tie it from the corner, and he does. Elias' second three of the game. A long pass down the floor, caught by Lindsay in the lane. Threw one up. Out of control a little bit. Signer the rebound. Gets it off to Campbell. Pass down the floor, caught by Elias, and he's going to slow up and wait on his teammates. Elias doesn't slow up much. He plays all out all the time, like a race car. Quick touch pass into the corner, and this one knocked down by Donovan Villarreal. Doesn't shoot threes a lot, but he did there and knocks it down. That's his 10th made of the season, but he's more calculated. He slashes the basket a lot more. Here's a shot the other end, blocked from behind by Malachi Signer. The follow is no good as they got the rebound. Signer started to walk off. I wonder if he was injured, and started headed to the bench. I think he's gassed a little bit. We have out of bounds, as actually it was a foul that was called before the ball was out of bounds, and so that'll be the first foul on Rogers in this quarter. Remember, last year we switched to where it's 5 fouls. No more 1-and-1. 5 fouls, they reset at the end of each quarter. Automatic 2 shots. Mateus Borges, the exchange student from Portugal, in for the Cyclones, number 11. And KJ Foster also back in as Signer gets a breather, and so does Cade Smith. Russellville, we have it as 18-15. But the scoreboard here is a little bit different than ours, so we're going to check it. They have it as 17-15, so I'm going to switch ours to 17-15, and we'll have to check on that. Either they're wrong or it wasn't a three by Donovan Villarreal, who gets an offensive rebound here, and he's going to go to the line, miss the shot, but he's going to get to shoot 2. So they must have said it was a 2-pointer. We're going to go with a 2-pointer by Donovan Villarreal on that last we thought was a 3, so scratch that. He's only made 9 threes on the season, but we're a long ways away from the scorers table, so we can't run down there and check on it. The first free throw is good by Donnie V, and he gets that 18th point back. He'll make them both. 19-15, the Cyclones up their largest lead of the game, leading by 4. Whistle foul as they were trying to stop Nate Jones and edging him ever so closely to the out-of-bounds line, but KJ picks up his first. (40-26), the Lady Cyclones leading now by 14. Traveling is going to be the call back where we are. Nate Jones taking it, trying to take it baseline there. They're full court press, and this led to 2 turnovers in the backcourt by Russellville, but Russellville protecting the basketball here with Borges in the front court. He gives Coach Chenault another option at point guard. He'll get it in the corner to Zapian, misses the corner 3 there. Good position by Caleb Campbell, but a lot of times those missed threes, they bounce off the iron with some authority. It goes over the head of Campbell. Nate Jones has it in the front court. They use a screen. Russellville tried to make the switch, not in time, as Jones rattles home a drive there and cuts the Cyclone lead down to 2. Zapian, they were giving him the baseline. He goes back out front, though. Villarreal at the top, the high post. Campbell back to Elias. Pass on the 3, lost it going up on the drive. Trying to get it back, he does. 17 seconds on the shot clock. They did not reset it. Shouldn't have. It's 13 now. Donovan Villarreal getting some help from his bench, we can hear. 8 seconds, 3-pointer is good by KJ Foster. Cyclones so tough to defend because they have so many guys that can shoot from out there. That's number 10 on the season for Foster. The Cyclones lead it by 5. Nate Jones will hand it off here to Chris Hill. Goes all the way around. Shot blocked from behind by Donnie V. Picking it up is Foster. Ahead to Villarreal. Doesn't have the numbers. He's going to take it anyway and draw some contact. Not having the numbers doesn't matter for Villarreal. He's going to attack the basket anyway, and he knows how to draw the foul. He's really good at it. And checking that is number 2 on Nate Jones is what we have. Yeah, they just posted it. And so Villarreal going to the free throw line. He misses that one. And I've been waiting to say this. Going back to the game against Valonia. I think he had 11 in a row, and I sure wasn't going to say anything until he missed one. Now he's missed 2. We can talk about the bad streaks because we got to jinx them. Neither free throw was made. The Cyclones lead it by 5. Over on the right side is Lawton, who's back in the game. Low post now going inside, off the glass, a little bit too short on that. Lindsay didn't hit the square, hit just to the right of the square on his turnaround from that side. The Cyclones have the rebound in the front court is Elias Zapien. Moving the ball quickly, making that zone work. That's going to lead to some open shots. In the corner, Borges for 3. That one no good. Rebound, tipped, and there's Campbell, goes back up. Might have been fouled, doesn't matter. KJ got the rebound. His shot is no good. Cyclones got 3 looks at it, couldn't score. Rogers had it, almost had the pocket pick there, but they get it back and into the hands of Dylan Lawton. Double teamed on the drive, and boy, somehow Lindsay got the shot off. We're lucky it didn't go. He led them in scoring in their victory yesterday against Greenwood. Missed long 3 by Caleb Campbell. With the rebound is Taylor Dye. In the front court, charge taken by Caleb Campbell. There's not one guy that scores on this team for Russellville. There's not one guy that takes charges. KJ's taking one, Signer took a couple last night. Caleb Campbell taking one there. And that is number 2 on Taylor Dye. The 3rd team foul on Rogers. And we have a timeout. They have not signaled, I believe it's Rogers. Yeah, Rogers is going to take a 30-second timeout. So we'll take it with him. 3:11 left to play here in the first half. Russellville leads at 22-17. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
As a dentist, giving patients a beautiful smile is what I love to do. But the business side can be challenging. Luckily, First State Bank understands. They provide financial tools that make banking convenient and flexible. And the service I get is second to none. From equipment loans to cash management solutions, they give me the freedom to focus on my patients, not my payroll. Now that's something to smile about.
Come see us at First State Bank in Russellville or Fayetteville for local personalized banking.
Welcome back. You get 5 timeouts. Rogers taking 2 here in the first half. The Cyclones have not taken one. That last play was a charge taken by Caleb Campbell. He will be the trigger man for Russellville, 94 feet away. Russellville leading 22-17. We watched a little bit of Nixa, Missouri put it on Conway. That was really fun to watch. Anybody beating Conway badly, and it was almost a 30-point win. After our game is Parkview against Greenwood. Here's a long 3-pointer by Caleb Campbell. His second 3 of the game. He's got 8 points, and Russellville up by 8, 25-17. Cross-court pass over on the far side. They get across the timeline with a couple seconds to spare before the 10-second count. They'll drive in and get a foul called on Malachi Signer. You're always going to get that call. Anytime you go forward with your hands or put your hands down, it's always going to get called on you. And that'll put Nate Jones on the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got 5 points. I get 6 as he hits the first. Kate Smith checks in for Zapien. Hit them both. Substitution coming in for them is Gus Kraut. Gus Kraut, a sophomore. More on him in a minute. Villarreal and KJ Foster playing catch around the top. Cyclones leading 25-19. Villarreal, right side. 3-pointer won't go. There with a rebound is Lawton. They'll give it off. Actually, that was Massey gave it off to Lawton. Lawton has it right now. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Taylor Dye almost threw it away. Lindsey had to shield his body, protect the basketball. Lindsey was trying to set a screen. Oh, he just popped Siner, I'm sure accidentally, but popped him in the mouth with an elbow. Siner's holding his mouth, trying to figure out if he's bleeding or not, but still trying to guard his man, and now we got a traveling violation. Now Siner going to check on him. He's checking to make sure he's okay. I think he's trying to hide it from Coach Chenault so he didn't come out of the basketball game. Gus Kraut, the sophomore for Rogers, who's now checking out. His father played for the Russellville Cyclones, Kevin Kraut. His older brother played at the Heritage and graduated last year. There's a steal in the backcourt by Rogers. They'll feed it in the corner. Reverse it around. Three-pointer by Dye is no good. Russellville living dangerously, but even more so as they give up the offensive rebound there to the Mounties. Lawton picked up by Caleb Campbell. He's not going to try to take him on the dribble. Wide open down low was Caleb Massey, who hit the turnaround jumper, and I think he was surprised how wide open he was. Back-to-back scores there by Rogers has cut the lead to 4. Caleb Campbell took the pass from Cade Smith and now gets it back from Siner, and he'll miss on the 3 as that goes in and out. They lost the handle on it trying to go in transition. Villarreal, Euro step, finger roll in there. Trapped in the backcourt. They get it across the timeline to Massey. Now taking it baseline as Dye's cut off. Out to Massey. Stops 15-footer. Hits it. Has not scored at all until the last 2 trips down the floor. Once again, the lead for Russellville is down to 4. Boy, Smith was open along the baseline. Couldn't get it to him where he was. He has it in the corner. Cross-court pass over to Campbell. Pulls up on a little drive. 18-footer. Yes, sir. And Campbell's in double figures. Russellville up by 6. Final minute, final seconds of the first half. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. In the corner, 3 by Dye. He'll hit it right on the buzzer. Corner 3 cuts Russellville's lead in half, 29-26, and that's how we close out the first half. We're going to take a break. We come back, we'll talk to you about what else has been going on with the Lady Cyclones over in Joplin, Missouri, and also in this tournament. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job with the smooth shifting you want on the trail. Plus, with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers or stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at your local Honda of Russellville at 220 Lakefront Drive. For your safety, read the owner's manual. Wear a helmet, eye protection, closed side nets, and doors. And always wear seatbelt. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and someone's going to get a brand new roof for Christmas. Miller Roofing Company is giving away an entire roof to a local River Valley family in need. If you or someone you know needs a new roof for their home, but you're not in a position to buy one, just send your nomination in for this year's Shingle Bells giveaway. Please submit why you feel they deserve a new roof and include photos with your nomination. Deadline for submissions is December 15th. Please check out the website for entry details and rules at www.millerroofing.net.
This is the perfect time to gather with family and friends. If you're in the market for a new ride, swing by Phil Wright Autoplex Russellville. We've got a large selection of Chevrolets, GMCs, and Toyotas just waiting for you. Whether you're planning a road trip for the holidays or you just need something reliable for everyday adventures, we've got you covered. Our service department is here and ready to get your vehicle back on the road. Come on down. Check out our new and pre-owned lineup. Let's find the perfect vehicle for you. Phil Wright Autoplex, exit 84, just off 540, Russellville, or philwright.com.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is a family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass.
Back here at Rogers High School, the Cyclones lead it at the half, 29-26. And I'm trying to go back and look at that video. I think in that early second quarter. Donovan Villarreal hit a 3. They called it a 2. I think he's behind the line. Maybe I'm wrong, but trying to go back and check that video. And whenever that happens, you wonder if it's going to come down into a one-point game. We've seen it happen so many times. And, boy, I hope it doesn't. But they gave him a 2. And so instead of a 4-point lead, it's a 3-point lead for the Cyclones. Want to say congratulations to the Lady Cyclones. They defeated Blue Valley West earlier today. That game just ending during the second quarter. Got a text about it, 46-33. So the Lady Cyclones will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow in the final game of the Lady Eagle Classic there in Joplin, Missouri. Congratulations to Coach LaShonta Johnson and the Lady Cyclones for that victory, 46-33. On the Royal Blue Division here, Parkview, Missouri taking on Greenwood. We're seeing them warm up right now at halftime of our game. And got to have Greenwood win that game if we're trying to win this, because we'd like to see Parkview get a loss there. Russellville lost last night to Parkview, Missouri, and give us a chance to bring home some hardwood here. Cyclones lead it here by 3 at the half. We're going to take one more break. We're still doing a little bit of totaling for you, and then we'll come back and give you the individual stats of the first half. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
At Kubota, we want to help you deliver a job done right. That's why we want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving day late. You have work to do. We have the reliable, durable, and versatile lineup to help you do it. Visit River Valley Tractor today for all your equipment needs. Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer or find a dealer near you at rivervalleytractor.com. Chambers Bank in Dardanelle is a full-service community bank that loves helping their community succeed and values their partnership with customers and businesses. Every relationship is important and starts with trust at Chambers Bank. They're available in person as a trusted local resource for your banking and financial needs, with 2 convenient branches in Dardanelle at 6th and Union and 4th and Union, or call 479-229-1505 to start community banking with Chambers Bank. Member FDIC.
Hello, this is David Harrison of R&R Tire Express. Being raised by a single mom, I know firsthand how tight it can be during the holidays. We want to make the holidays special for some deserving families right here in our communities. $5 will get you started on any new set of tires. Your $5 will go directly to those families. We want to give their children a Christmas to remember. May God bless you and your families during this joyous season.
Nominate a deserving family now by texting the word GIFTS to 43414. That's GIFTS to 43414.
At Right Fiber Internet, Right Fiber is what we do. With the right choice for the right reasons. No contracts, no hidden fees, unlimited data, and free installation and Wi-Fi. Our 100% fiber is the best connection available, and it allows us to offer speeds up to 5 gig. Right Fiber, a great name for great internet. Check your availability today at rightfiber.com or give us a call at 833-71-RIGHT.
Cyclones at halftime leading Rogers 29-26. Russellville played Rogers last year, but it wasn't at this Hoop Fest contest. They actually played Heritage, but they did come up here to play Rogers in girls and boys action. Russellville won the game easily, 62-39, but again, a different regime change and all that. Last time Russellville lost here at Rogers was in the Rogers Classic. That was 2 years ago when they were hosting it. Russellville lost a narrow 2-point game, 55-53. 4 years ago, played them and won. In fact, by my records, Rogers, the last time they played at Russellville was back when we were in the old gym. They have not played in the new arena. By my records, that's what I have. But Russellville, coming in this game, has won 2 of the last 3, all of them up here. Well, we'll give you the stats of the first half. The Rogers Mounties were led by Nate Jones and Braxton Lindsay. I'll check that. I'm sorry. Taylor Dye had 8 points, and then Nate Jones and Braxton Lindsay each with 7. 4 points for Caleb Massey. For Russellville, they had 2 players in double figures, Donovan Villarreal with 10 and Caleb Campbell with 10. Zapian had 6 points and KJ Foster with 3. Nobody in foul trouble for Russellville. The fouls were spread out. There was the same number of fouls, I believe, called on both teams. Fouls spread out for Russellville. Nobody with 2. But Rogers has 2 players with 2, Nate Jones and Taylor Dye each with 2 personal fouls heading into the second half. Russellville's been out for about a minute shooting. Rogers just now coming out of the tunnel. We're going to take a final break and come back with the second half. It's Russellville 29, Rogers 26. Back with the second half after this. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
This holiday season, the Triple Threat Mafia has spread their influence all over Gene's Simple Treats, because not only has the chocolate peanut butter cupcake earned their reputation as the most delicious gluten-free, sugar-free, and keto-friendly dessert, now they have brownies, pumpkin, maple, pecan, whoopie pies, cheesecake with toppings, and chocolate chip cookies. So remember Gene's Simple Treats by Stobie's on Parkway. They make you an offer you can't refuse this holiday season, even if you can't have sugar. Capiche?
It's that time of year again to start thinking about reviewing your Medicare plan. Hi, I'm Mike Giroux with Giroux & Associates, a Medicare specialist of Arkansas, reminding you to take the time to allow a local agent to assist you with a Medicare plan review. It's vitally important that you review your plan for next year, as there will be several changes to Medicare plans for 2025. Choosing the wrong plan can cause you to lose valuable benefits or cause you to have to change the provider you currently use. Don't be fooled by the misleading commercials on TV. Call a local agent to assist you with finding a plan that best meets your needs. I'm your local Medicare specialist. Call me at 479-857-2810.
Okay, I've got the suitcases, the pillows, entertainment for the kids, Ralphie's dog food, and the bowl. I still feel like we're forgetting something.
Did you check with Heinzman & Son to make sure our tires are okay to travel across the state?
No. I'll head over right away so we can get on the road fast.
If your tires just aren't feeling the holiday cheer, let Heinzman & Son help with new tires, tire rotation, vehicle maintenance, and fast, friendly service. Visit Heinzman & Son, located on East Main in Russellville, today.
Johnny Storian with a thought from Alathus Realty. With years of experience, knowledge, and a network of relationships, they ensure you'll get the most for your house. So when it comes time to put that property on the market or begin looking for that next dream home you have, don't delay. Call Brent Purdy and the professionals at Alathus Realty Russellville, 968-5668, or check them out, russellvilleliving.com.
We'll be on the air tomorrow a little bit before 12:30 tip-off as Russellville will take on Greenwood, and we'll be here on Cyclone Booth YouTube. We'll also be on KARV, 6 to 10 a.m. And Russellville against Greenwood non-conference matchup. But the last time the two teams met, Greenwood beat Russellville. They actually stopped a 12-game winning streak that Russellville had against Greenwood. So we've got to start up a new one. And we'll start it tomorrow. Face them 3 times this year. It'll be Cyclone basketball when we start the second half. We're about to do that now. Russellville still with all 5 timeouts. Rogers with 3. And it'll be the starting 5. Villarreal, Signer, Zapian, Smith. I'm sorry, Campbell and Foster. No Smith. He's been first guy off the bench for Russellville the last few games. KJ will run the point for the Cyclones. Extending the zone out, almost make you think they were going to trap. They're going to lob it underneath and catch and shoot on the alley-oop to Villarreal. Good pass there to Zapian. Russellville almost ran that last night. They get the 2 here. Good job by the Cyclones. Baseline jumper. They don't get the bounce, but they get the follow. That one won't go. Another offensive rebound. And now we got a whistle, a foul called on the Cyclones. Goodness gracious. 3 offensive rebounds by Braxton Lindsay. That's the first on Caleb. And waiting 2 shots by Braxton Lindsay. It's the first. Over to our right. Braxton Lindsay being heckled by Rogers Heritage players. I figure they probably know each other. 9 points for Lindsay as he hit them both. 3-point lead for Russellville once again. Villarreal on the left side. Oh, when they did that alley-oop on the last play down, that backside was wide open for just an easy catch and shoot. Villarreal misses the 3. Rogers has it. They can tie it with a 3. Lindsay gave up the basketball, went post up down low, and but they're going opposite his side right now. They'll set a screen. Russellville didn't make the switch all that cleanly there. Taylor Dye gets the drive, and he's got 10, and Russellville's lead down to 1. KJ in the front court. Cyclones lead at 31-30. They leave Campbell open on the wing. That's dangerous because he does that right there. Hits the 3. Lead goes from 1 to 4. Spin move in the lane. Ball knocked away. Picked away there by Malachi Siner. Russellville on the move. They have a 2-on-5, so they'll slow it up. KJ in the corner. Looking along baseline to Malachi. Back to Foster. Zapian near the top of the key. Three-pointer's no good. The rebound is Massey. He's the one that had his pocket picked by Malachi on the previous trip down. 6 minutes left to play here in the third. Early going third quarter. Russellville leading at 34-30. Villarreal trying to get the 5-second count started. Backed off a little too much to reset it. 13 seconds on the shot clock there. On the drive by Dye, he gives it over on the right side to Jones. Step back three-pointer, and that's good. Boy, if they can hit one like that, you just sort of tip your cap because it's really impossible to defend. Cyclones hanging on to a 1-point lead right now. Cross-court pass over to Caleb. They left him open once again and missed it. Looked like they hit his hand on the follow, but hey, underneath, look at KJ Foster. Got the rebound. He was going down, got fouled, flung it up there. He's going to the line for the and one. KJ's got 5. And that foul posted on Chris Hill, I believe. Nope, who they're posting on. Braxton Lindsay, his first. Free throw is good there by KJ Foster. The old-fashioned three-point play. Russellville back up by 4, 37-33. It's a dogfight so far. Russellville's trailed by as many as 8. Three-pointer by Nate Jones, good. He's starting to feel a little bit, hitting back-to-back threes. That previous one a step back there. He's got 3 threes for the game. I do something to rattle that up a little bit. Cade Smith in the game in the left corner. Siner from the right elbow. Missed that shot with the rebound as Lindsay, and they can take the lead with a bucket here. Jones picked up by KJ, took it baseline, but back out. Russellville chasing with the trap. But they get the pass over to Jones. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Jones catch and shoot, three-pointer. That one rimmed out. He's human. With the rebound is Caleb Campbell. Donovan Villarreal trapped from the side. Ball was knocked away. Cade Smith comes up with it and draws the foul. Good job by Cade. Got to save that possession because if he doesn't make that play, they got a layup open, wide open, Lindsay to take the lead. Second one on Braxton Lindsay. Villarreal near the top of the key. Coming off a screen is Cade Smith. Draws a double team back to Donnie V. Three-pointer for Villarreal. He was definitely behind the line there. 40-36 Cyclones lead. Nate Jones, I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one. Lost it. They got it back. Now he will right side. Grazes the iron out of bounds. Last touch by Rogers. And that was Kraut that went for it. And I'll be honest with you. I think if Kraut lets that go, I think it goes off us. I think we touched it right off the rim. So just not awareness there by Gus Kraut of Rogers. Villarreal, Foster, and Campbell breaking the press easily. Campbell on the left side goes to the left elbow there to Siner. Moving the basketball around once again, just kind of around a triangular area. Siner in the corner to Foster, who hits the 3. The Cyclones really just, quick pass. Just catch and pass immediately. And sometimes they're even touch passes to get it to an open guy. 43-36, Russellville leading. Drive, missed shot there, tipped, rebound comes right back to Hill, and he misses that one from inside 8 feet. upset with himself, clapping his hands. Signer with the rebound for Russellville. In the corner, KJ Foster, this time from the other corner. Same result. Left corner, right corner, it doesn't matter. Cyclones up by 10, their largest lead of the game, and we have a timeout called by Rogers. We'll take a quick break. 2:49 left to play here in the third quarter. Russellville 46, Rogers 36. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
The folks at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air want to take a moment to not only thank you for your business, but also the opportunity to work for you and give your family whole house comfort. Every kind word that you put online and personal recommendation to your friends and family is appreciated. And customers like you are not only vital to their business, but vital to making our community as great as it is. From their family to yours, thank you from Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Back-to-back threes for Russellville, and KJ Foster causes the Rogers Mounties to take their third timeout, and Russellville with a 10-point lead. On our stream, I don't actually always get to see the comments, but I got alerted to something, so I want to make a correction. I want to thank the viewer for that. Mateus Borges is exchanged student from Brazil, not Portugal. I was told Portugal. I won't tell you about who because I have it in my notes, but that is a difference. So we will get that changed, and I apologize. Mateus Borges came in the first half, and it's kind of been that second guy off the bench for the Cyclones this season and played a lot of JV in the early game. You could tell by then he was going to, just by being able to handle the basketball and shoot the occasional three, that he was going to help Russellville, and we expect to see him in the second half too. Rogers with the basketball after Russellville taking a 10-point lead. Turnaround jumper there is good by Braxton Lindsay. Russellville tried to take the charge, but not enough contact there. Lindsay, kind of a little bit of a trash talk on that. Not warned or anything by the official. Cyclones lead is down to 8. Cyclone mishandled it on the pass to the high post, and here comes Rogers to cut in his lead. Don't want to relax. Yeah, we got up by 10, but you relax, all of a sudden they'll come back into it pretty quickly. They can score in bunches. At the top, Massey will fake the three. 15-footer is missed there. Tipped, and Villarreal tipped it, but KJ comes up with the rebound. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. KJ all the way, lost it going up. Got it back, though, amongst two players in the corner. Three-pointer missed by Kate Smith. There's Caleb Campbell with the follow. Count it. And he drew the foul. Cyclones back up by 10. Caleb Campbell with 15 points. Lindsay's just picked up number 3. His second one of this quarter. And Campbell misses on the and one. That's only his 4th trip to the free throw line this season. Length of the court pass was knocked out of bounds by Russellville. Cyclones leading at 48-38. 1:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Villarreal intercepts the inbounds pass at midcourt. Trying to go all the way and drew the foul on the layup try there, and he's upset the ball didn't go in. That'll be number 2 on Hill. And Donnie V going. He's made a living the last few games going to the free throw line, and that helps when the shots aren't falling for the team. If you can get to the line, hit some free throws, especially when you're trying to come back, but also the way he's been shooting free throws. He has 3 of 5 from the free throw line tonight, 16 points for Villarreal. (49-38). 1:40 left in the third. Cyclones leading. Missed that one. Rebound. Rogers. Caleb Campbell was getting ready to take a swat at it, and he realized I might get called for the foul here, and he showed palms up, saying, I'm not going over the back here. There's a drive by Nate Jones all the way for the layup. It's a 9-point lead for the Cyclones, 49-40. Villarreal on the right side, cross-court pass to Campbell. No need to rush it here. You always get that open look from the three-point line. KJ is going to get it. Left side, three-pointer. No good. Long rebound comes to Signer at the high post. Donnie V had his pocket picked and then lost out of bounds there by Jones. Jones was thinking 2-on-1 as he had Kyler Brown breaking to the other side. So Russellville gets it back. They don't reset the shot clock. They should, because I think they had it long enough. But it's 29 seconds on the shot clock. Villarreal gets it over to KJ on the right side. Set a screen, but he'll go away from it and then give it back to Caleb Campbell, right side. Three-pointer won't go. Signer knocks it off a Rogers player. How about that? And Russell will have it on the inbounds play. Now, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Looking down to see if they notice it. I might turn my mic down just to yell it, just so they'll know. Signer gets the inbounds pass to Donnie V. 11 seconds to shoot. Cade Smith gets it to Foster in the corner. Along the baseline, Malachi. KJ with 4 seconds. Had it knocked away. He's got to go up with it. He does, and he puts it through. KJ Foster with a two-pointer with 1 second on the shot clock. 51-40, the Cyclones matching their largest lead. This is Jones. Double team, gets it over to Gus Kraut. Might have got away with the travel. In the corner, Kyler Brown hits the three, his first bucket of the game. 10 seconds left. Defender fell down. Russellville, brief man advantage. A pull-up jumper from 10 for KJ, no good. Ball tipped with 2 seconds left. They're not going to get the shot off in time. We've come to the end of the third quarter. The Cyclones lead it 51-43. One more quarter to go. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
High school students, join us for the ATU Focus Days, an immersive preview experience of the Arkansas Tech campus. Our Office of Admissions and Academic Colleges host a full day related to your area of interest. You'll get to eat on campus, sit in on classes, experience campus life, and attend an athletic event. Parents and guardians are welcome too, with sessions dedicated to their interests. On January 30th, our College of STEM will be hosting the ATU Focus Day. If you're interested in science, technology, engineering, or math, you can learn more and register at atu.edu/focusdays.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair. What makes us different? We're the ones who care. Trust our experience to know what you need. Professional and fast, see what we mean. Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, 2304 East Main, Russellville.
Getting ready to start the final quarter of play. The Cyclones lead it by a score of 51-43. Rogers will have the basketball to start. It'll be Villarreal, Smith, Foster, Signer, and Campbell on the floor for Russellville. Cyclones leading it by 8. Pass down low is denied out of bounds by Malachi Signer as they were posted up. Kyler Brown. Usually the inside guy, Lindsey, he'll be the trigger man, and he's going to inbound along the left baseline. And now I'm not sure what the call is. The official has stopped play. No player bleeding. I think we might have a Rogers player that's. All right. They pointed, and I thought a Rogers kid looked at his elbow. It might be bleeding. I'm not sure. Maybe they saw some blood on the floor. And so that's what the stoppage of play is. We're going to keep it right here as they're going to have to. They said clean it off the floor, but I think they're cleaning it off the jersey. Okay, and I don't know who it came from, but it's on Caleb Massey's jersey. On the front of his jersey. I don't think it came from him. So trying to figure out who is it. They're trying to check for Russellville who's bleeding. So whoever's bleeding getting it wrapped up. So we got blood on one guy's jersey and nobody knows where it came from. Well, it wasn't that wasn't the case against Valonia on Saturday when Caleb broke his nose. There was a lot and everywhere, and it took a long time to get cleaned up. We're getting ready to get back to action right now. I remember hearing a story about Larry Bird having to wear goggles, and he said the thing he wasn't prepared for was how much they fogged up. On the right side is Nate Jones. He'll pull the trigger on the three, down and out. No good. Rebound comes right out to Massey. Caleb Massey on the drive, lost it going up, and Caleb Campbell took an elbow to the face, but it went right to the mask. So good job having the mask on there, out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Rogers. Trigger man is Lindsey once again. He'll lob it way out up front. Last time they did that, Villarreal intercepted it, but this time they keep it. 23 seconds on the shot clock for the Mounties. Russellville leading 51-43. Jones on the left side. He's been deadly from out there. 3 threes, 2 in the third quarter. They're going to go inside this time to Lindsey. Lost it, tried to throw it off Siner. Siner sidestepped it, and it goes right into the hands of Donovan Villarreal. Good job by Malachi, athletic move. Cade Smith, wow, what a drive. He faked the three, and got his man up in the air, and then he attacked the basket and put it up quick as he went in there amongst the trees. They didn't have time to block it, and Cade Smith gives the Cyclones a 10-point lead. Here's Jones, lost it going up on his drive. Right in the hands of Campbell. Russellville on the move, looking to build on their 10-point lead. This time Smith stops, pops the three from the left wing. He's got 5 points in the last 2 trips, and Russellville up by 13. And we have a timeout by Coach Farrell of Rogers. And now we'll take a break. 6:31 left to play in the game. Russellville 56, Rogers 43. We'll take a break. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers Co-op, East Main, Russellville. Mike Apple's along with us. Mike, you guys have some great culvert deals. People looking to do some work on the farm or around their home, you can help.
You bet. We've got plastic culvert from 8 inches up to as big as you want to go, 20 feet, 24 feet. Got good prices on them. You ought to check us out.
Remember the Co-op in Russellville, East Main, and don't forget their Danville location.
KCJC, Dardanelle, Russellville. Ladies and gentlemen, this is River Country. KCJC.
An EAB Media Group radio station.
Once again, congratulations to the Lady Cyclones for picking up a victory at Joplin, Missouri today over Blue Valley State, 46-33. They will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow. The Cyclones will play at 12:30 tomorrow against Greenwood, no matter what the outcome of this game is. But Russellville right now holding a 13-point lead over Rogers, the host team, with 6:31 left to go in the game. Rogers with 1 timeout left. The Cyclones still have all 5. Cade Smith, who had scored the last 5 points, almost got a steal there. Massey will work his way and had the pocket picked once again by Siner. There's a scramble for the loose ball and still on the floor, bodies everywhere, and a timeout called by Coach Chenault as soon as Donovan Villarreal jumped on the ball. I think everybody had a chance to dive on that. I'm surprised the official, he's about the only one that didn't dive for the loose basketball. The Cyclones get it, and they'll keep the possession. We'll take a quick break. Russellville leading it by 13. This is Cyclone Basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
At Centennial Bank, we believe serving our community goes beyond assisting with financial needs. We pride ourselves on being community connected and customer focused. Supporting our community starts with our employees. We enjoy rolling up our sleeves and helping make our community a better place. Our local bankers are a team that brings passion, pride, and dedication to our communities. That is why Centennial Bank is proud to support the place we call home. Centennial Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cyclones leading at 56-43. 6:09 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Russellville using that timeout to save possession once they dove on the floor and got possession of it. Villarreal in the front court to KJ Foster. And Caleb threw it seemingly away, but actually his teammate moved the other direction. And so Russellville never knew it. They don't get the layup, however. Caleb Campbell got the rebound. We're getting a foul called. This is going to be on Malachi Siner, who was racing back to provide some help. That's his second, and that's the first foul we have called on here in the fourth quarter. It'll put Taylor Dye to the free throw line, who's got 10 points tonight. Make it 11 as he hits that one. Can't put them on the free throw line, but hey, that's better than make them earn the 2 rather than giving them the layup. They do hit them both. 56-45. The Cyclones lead is 11. Villarreal in the front court. He'll slow it up. KJ will use a screen set by Caleb Campbell. Rogers makes a switch, and they stay with that now. KJ started to his right. They make the switch back. Caleb's got a mismatch as he posts up down low, and he easily drives past his man, Kyler Brown, who had no chance. Good job recognizing the mismatch there, and Caleb's got 17. I'll tell you, Taylor Dye just caught one in front of the bench, and that had a turnover written all over it. But here's a turnover, an interception by K.J. Foster all the way, and ball hangs on the back of the iron and falls through. Russellville wanted an and one, not going to get it. We have a 30-second timeout as there's a Rogers Mountie player down on the floor. I say official timeout. He signaled almost like it was a 30, but instead of his hands to his chest, it looked like his hands on his shoulders, but it is official timeout as the player down is Nate Jones, and they're stretching out the leg. Usually would think cramps, but it happened after a collision, so I don't know. But they're working that calf muscle and makes you think that it's probably a cramp. That last shot made by KJ, he's got 16 points. The Cyclones with 3 players in double figures. 16 for Donovan Villarreal and KJ Foster, and 17 for Caleb Campbell. Nate Jones back up. Cramps aren't serious, but they sure feel like they're serious. They hurt. 5:03 left to play in the game. Russellville with their largest lead of the game here at 15. Good time for it. Cyclones trailed 11-3 at one point. Cut it to 1, eventually took the lead. They led by 3 at half. Really should have been 6, but remember Rogers hit that 3 with 2 seconds left. It's not over yet. You can't rest, but you feel better. You'd rather be up 15 than down 15, wouldn't you? On the right side is Kyler Brown. Coming back in the game was Dylan Lawton, number 23, replacing Nate Jones, who he's gone to the trainer's room. That's a big blow for them. He's got 15 points sitting in the trainer's room right now. Massey fakes the 3, goes in the corner. Taylor Dye will launch one. This one no good. Rebound. Massey comes in to get the rebound. Turnaround hook shots and air balls. It goes over the rim. And Malachi Siner with the rebound for the Cyclones. Here comes Russellville. Get it across the timeline, then work the offense. Cade Smith into the corner to Malachi. Working the high post is Caleb Campbell. Shot blocked from behind, but it was number 3, Taylor Dye, that's whistled for his 3rd. It was a clean block there by Massey. And the first foul called on Rogers. And Massey, the center for Rogers, as soon as Caleb Campbell hit the deck, went over there to help him up. Sportsmanship. First free throw is no good. Caleb Campbell waiting his 3rd free throw of the game. Hits this one. He's 1 of 3 now. He's got 18 points. The Cyclones lead at 61-45. Nearing the 4-minute mark of the 4th quarter. 3-pointer from the corner. Good there by Taylor Dye. His 3rd 3 of the game. That's why it's not over. They can erase it quickly. 4 minutes left to go. Russellville's lead is 13. Campbell, they gave him the baseline. He started to take it there, but kicks it back out. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Now 12 to shoot. Cade Smith uses a screen, but back out. 9 seconds now. Russellville way out up top, actually near the half-court line. Villarreal all the way. Shot partially blocked there by Massey. Rogers has it. Going to try to cut in the Cyclone 13-point lead there. As Lawton, Russellville needs good defense. Went for the trap, didn't get the steal, but Russellville retreats nicely. Rogers now taking their time. They got 17 to shoot. Right side 3-pointer by Lawton is good. Lawton's first bucket of the game. And just like that, it's a 10-point lead. 61-51, the Cyclones up. Under 3 minutes to go. Campbell, double team, looking for the open man. In the corner, Cade Smith again faking the three, and same result. Drove it all the way and hit the layup. 7 points in this quarter for Cade Smith. And his last 2 layups have been from the same spot. He fakes a corner three, gets a man, fly by, takes it all the way. That one, though, was uncontested. And the Cyclones back up by 12 here with 2:40 left to play in the game, and we have a timeout called by Rogers using their last timeout. We'll take a quick break. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
Chicken Mart is having an end-of-the-year buy one, get one free closeout sale you can't miss at both their locations while supplies last. Over half the store will be filled with closeout price buy one, get one free items like breaded chicken tenders, breaded chicken nuggets, breaded chicken breast fillets, breaded popcorn chicken. All will be closeout sale price, so hurry in. Supplies are limited at both your local Chicken Mart locations, 106 Weir Road and 1808 South Arkansas Avenue in Russellville.
Welcome back. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the ball game. Russellville leading Rogers 63-51, and Rogers standing up like it was a 30-second timeout. We knew that they only had a 60 left. They are out of timeouts, Russellville with all 4. And they're calling that timeout right after Cade Smith got the layup. Rogers got in the front court, so they'll inbound it there. That clock cannot move fast enough. Seems to go extra slow late in the game when you're ahead. They get the ball inbounds to Braxton Lindsay. Nate Jones, who had injured his calf, thought with a cramp, is back in the game and immediately goes in and hits the layup on the drive. Seems to be completely fine now. It's a 10-point lead for Rogers. KJ in the front court to Cade Smith. Stops on the 2-on-1. Villarreal will fake the three. Russellville, no hurry. They had 2 open looks right there, but hey, milk some clock. No reason to shoot it quickly here. I mean, you don't want to turn it over, but you're going to turn it over. Run 34 seconds off first. They go inside to Cade Smith off the glass, and good. We'll trade bucket for bucket. Good job, Cade. Cade did not score in the first 3 quarters. He's got 9 here in the fourth. 65-53. Long three by Nate Jones. This one grazes the iron. Villarreal the rebound. It's never over, but that one kind of made you feel like, okay. All right, up by 12. Minute 41 left, and Villarreal going to be fouled here. We have not reached the 5 foul count in any quarter for either team. And that's the second team foul in Rogers. We may reach it now if they're trying to foul. But that's why this game has had such a great flow. Not a lot of fouls called, not a lot of stoppages. It's been a fun game to watch. I say that they may get to 5 now because they may be fouling on purpose. They've double-teamed KJ Foster, and he was getting close to a 5-second count, so he'll call timeout with 1:35 left. We'll take a quick break. Russellville leading at 65-53. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
It's time to visit Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, the River Valley's oldest full-service portable buildings dealer, 8 years and counting. Thinking of getting a building or a carport? Well, give yourself the gift of added space with the benefit of end-of-the-year specials at Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings. That she shed, man cave, or shop you've always wanted is at Duval's Affordable Portable Buildings, 4151 South Arkansas.
Welcome back. Minute 35 left. Russellville using a timeout just to save a possession there by KJ Foster. He was trapped over on the side with 2 defenders in an out-of-bounds area. KJ trapped once again, and another timeout called. Russellville ran 3 seconds off the clock. He was trapped next to the half-court line there. So, Aaron, we're going to take another timeout. I'm going to go ahead and start totaling for you, but we'll take a quick timeout here. Russellville leading it by 12 with 1:32 left. This is Cyclone basketball on the EAB Sports Network.
If you own a business, you know how important your roof is, but do you know how to maintain it? E&F Roofing has been offering the best commercial roof systems as well as conducting preventative maintenance and asset management services so you can focus on your business. From industries to schools and local businesses of all shapes and size, E&F Roofing has been serving Arkansas for over 50 years and trusted for 3 generations. So call 479-272-4069 for a free estimate today.
Thank you so much, Aaron. Aaron Thomas, our engineer tonight. Russellville leading it 65-53 with 1:32 left. Had to spend a couple timeouts there to save a timeout. And so they're down to 2. You're not worried about the timeouts. You're just worried about Russellville not able to move the basketball around. 29 seconds on the shot clock. Think about that. 2 timeouts in 6 seconds. This time they get it away from the sideline. There we go. KJ to Signer. They're trapping. They're trying to get the ball back. Caleb Campbell. Cross-court pass, Cade Smith. 17 seconds to shoot. Russellville just milking the clock. Again, not even care about scoring right now. You got to run some time off the clock. 10 seconds to shoot. In the corner, Sider splitting the double team. In the lane, kicks it out. Cade Smith, he'll pull the trigger from the top of the key. No good. But Russellville ran off a lot of time. That's all right. Massey the rebound for Rogers. Cross-court pass comes over right side. They'll swing it around in the corner here. They can't get an open look. They will on a very long 3. No good as it goes off the iron and out of bounds. If they're going to hit that one, you just tip your cap to them. Good defense by the Cyclones. 52.3 seconds left. Here in the ball game, Cyclones are going to win this one. They're up by 12. I'm going to go ahead and light up the red Auerbach cigar. How about that? KJ Foster in the front court. Tipped out of bounds by number 3, Taylor Dye. And Coach not real happy with the way his team's not protecting the basketball, but they are running some time off the clock. But good chance to work on this. Inbounds pass comes from Donnie V. He does get it inbounds to Signer. That took a little while. KJ near the top. There's the double team. Over to Donnie V. 20 seconds on the shot clock now. Russellville moving the basketball back to KJ with the drive. Hits the bucket. He's got 18 points. Shot clock is off. 22 seconds left to go in the game. Drive all the way. This one missed by Nate Jones. Russellville the rebound in the front court. Donnie V will circle around. Russellville does not have to shoot it. They can hold it, but I don't think Rogers is going to let them do that. 9 seconds left. And now Rogers is going to back off. No back off. Caleb Campbell just going to hand it over to Villarreal. And we've come to the end of the basketball game. The Cyclones win this one by a score of 67-53. Aaron, we're going to keep it right here if that's okay, if I don't have to go to a break. I've already got the totals for you. First for Rogers. They were led by Nate Jones with 17 points in the game. Taylor Dye with 13 and 11 points for Braxton Lindsay. Russellville kind of held him down a little bit. Not bad. 11 points for him. 4 points for Caleb Massey, 3 for Dylan Lawton, and 3 for Kyler Brown. For the Cyclones, they were led tonight by Caleb Campbell and KJ Foster, each with 18 points this season. That ties a career high by KJ Foster. He had 18 against Watson Chapel. Caleb's career high was 20 points against Lisa North, but they both have 18 points tonight. One more player in double figures. That was Donovan Villarreal. He had 16 points tonight. Cade Smith almost got there. He had 9 points, and all 9 of them in the fourth quarter, and 6 points for Elias Zapian, hitting a couple threes tonight. Cyclones win it by a score of 67-53. They improve to 9-2 on the season. The Lady Cyclones winners earlier today at the Joplin, Missouri tournament, 46-33. We appreciate you joining us for Cyclone basketball tonight. Reminding you that our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 12:30. We'll be right here on YouTube. We'll also be on KARV on the radio. That'll be at 12:30 for a tip, as the Russellville Cyclones will take on the Greenwood Bulldogs, hoping to go 2-1 in this tournament, but they improved to 9-2 on the season. Thanks so much to Aaron Thomas for being our engineer tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, our score, Russellville 67, Rogers 53. I'm Mickey Duval saying to you, good night, God bless, and thank you, Tony Basil.
Russellville Cyclone basketball on River Country KCJC is brought to you in part by Heinzman & Son Tire Company, Gene Simple Treats, Alathus Realty, Ritter Communications, Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air, Arkansas Tech University, Chambers Bank, Giroux & Associates, Arkansas Tire and Auto Service.